Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is CobaltFox, and this is CobaltFox Plays. Tonight, it is going to be night 2 of Beacon Pines. It's a game that we keep seeming to go back and forth, depending on charms or how we say our sentences. So tonight, we've played so far 3 hours into it, and how long to beat says it's about a 5.5 hour game. So technically, we should be able to finish the game tonight and hopefully all the achievements. So with that, we are going to start in just one moment. And just a reminder, next week, I will not be streaming. I'll be taking my week off because I need to do some portfolio doing and some job hunting. So with that being said, let us jump into the game. Beacon Pines. Hold on, let me just...
Before we start our experiments, I just wanted to tell you, I love you.
I love you too. How did I get the secret achievement thing behind me? Hey, Josh.
Chapter 4.
Hello. There we go. Chapter 4.
Dinner with the Moodwills.
The Moodwills. Okay.
Ilona Moodwill was
My voice
worried
isn't
about change. A gardener at heart.
different, is it?
She understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes.
Not ready.
Sorry, love.
Not really?
I
Okay.
couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luka finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Speak manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luka's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luka, how do you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally, we have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
I'm sorry. Are we skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Back? I'm sorry, Luka. This move has us a little tired.
Luka wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work.
Beck gave Luka a swift kick under the table.
Man, I almost spit my water out. Ow. I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you're right. The first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliance, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Colonel Harvest just made her the newest lead research of deep engineering. It makes it more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. There is the forefront of evolving agriculture, and you got a 5-week streak. Nice, Josh. Into something more useful than sparkling water and excrements on the ground.
Luka glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
Also, I want to see if I can replay this. Oh, doesn't work. Interesting. Replay again. I tried to replay the when you purchase that shirt. Seems there's no alert for it. Finale means, Luka, is that there's a different way to grow plants. Yeah, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dreams. You swore you didn't.
Slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luka, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luka glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
It looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Almanac? Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luka wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It really was good. Oh. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home. Oh.
Surprised, Luka turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Probably. Luka began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds began to rumble.
Luka began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
Sure I can make it home before this storm kicks off?
Luka surveyed the roiling clouds.
Roiling? I say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Oh boy. You had to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold. Ow. Luka, Nelly will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of the stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest.
Luka squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum? Gum?
Luka adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luka wiped his hand off on his sweater
And
and
break.
gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Oh, wow. Roland and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She carried away something sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me of high-tech overcompensation.
Luka flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and status. Ah, shucks.
Luka bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Mutant.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails with Coach Walker and all the Fairview condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some flowers did well. And they were really trying to feel good about themselves. They do both. So you moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing of having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. Those flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing that I would do if I cared. Well, you care enough to keep them, is all. Look, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang. Didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you'll look cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It doesn't feel that. It doesn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes she looks at me, it looks like she's looking at problem?
Luka took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little: don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do? When don't you know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I have to figure out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone telling me it's gonna be alright. Things are gonna change.
Let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, something gets worse. Through this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Wow.
Her
Aw.
voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. And one of the moms comes upstairs. What's all that yelling? Ow. I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head outside before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you, Rollo. See you and Rollo at the festival. Sounds good. Luka, don't let the universe jerk you
Beck
around.
gave Luka a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5.
Ah.
Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue. the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luka felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone. Not even Rollo.
Oh.
But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding it back to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luka told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Catch up Rollo at the treehouse.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion, both figuratively and...
Hey, Don. Track down a lead? You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a particular last will and testament. Particular how? He didn't give it to his kids. Just give it his kids a inheritance. They were conditions. Like what? The documents speculated that Harris had to take a child on her ward. Did I say it right? I don't know. A kid our age who just showed up in town one night with a lawyer. Solomon. Bingo. The Harris was forced to take care of him. Yep, or she has lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it old Sharper soon sued some white oaks. That explains why Harris treats him. Poor Solomon. How'd you find this out? A good reporter never reveals her sources, Luka. Okay. I better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens. This is no time for fractured friendships. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locked up for the night, sir. Wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have completed ahead of schedule. Exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved these exciting things. We are all here at Terminal... I always forget to say it. Harvest, because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Want to be the one to tell this town we failed them? No. Then give up because we gave up because a little rainstorm and we got all sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good. Then this side. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest waits. I'm gonna bet the ending we're gonna end up in that building. He's looking cool. Rollo, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back
Luka had
never.
only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason. I didn't abandon you. I was just a little
Rollo
late.
scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luka. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, the storm rolled in out of nowhere. I got stuck after dinner at Beck's half.
Luka stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's the new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'll like her. She needs help convincing her parents that she made her new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you're off making new friends. It's not like that, Rollo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. I was going to be a surprise. It was going to be a surprise. But you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luka became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you are a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I know you get in trouble waiting so long for you. But I kept my word. Because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say, oh my god. Your grand doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want. You wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? Is that what you think? That maybe maybe you're the bad
Rollo's
friend.
tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Paul's right. Storms bring more than water. This one's brought out the real Luka. Stop quoting your paw nonsense. Stop quoting your paw's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah? Well, at least my paw is still around. Oh,
Words
ho,
hung in the
ho.
cool night air.
Damn. Damn, he dropped that.
Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luka, good night, Rollo. Dang it. I'm going to guess that's going to be one of those charm moments.
Luka dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Rollo. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend. Oh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. Is there an achievement for this? I guess I just never supposed to make a new friend. Weep. No. Or Luka.
Gran
Luka?
cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luka, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave the oatmeal by the door. I gotta run out and take care of some things. Okay. Be back later to check in. Sure.
Luka just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
I bet Rolo's still gonna go to the festival.
Luka dozed off again.
Luka, I see you didn't eat your omelet. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rolo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. You decide to end your pity party and go outside. I think it'll do you some good. Noted.
Luka still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rolo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
If Rolo thinks I'm going to the festival with him, he can shove it.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
Hank Atomic. The complete first
Luka
volume.
carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rolo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rolo
Aww.
cherished it, but asked that Luka keep it at his house. Luka wasn't sure if it was because Rolo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luka's more often. Whatever the reason, Luka didn't mind, but it had stayed right there where Rolo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luka lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luka? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Mowell. She said you met yesterday? What did you say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't talking to visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Oh. Yeah. You had a fight with Rolo, didn't you? ... Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner out on the kitchen table in case you want a bite before
Without realizing
bedtime.
it, Luka had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luka stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luka's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, He was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit.
Ooh.
The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luka held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luka peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
Oh.
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luka could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luka leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luka's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure
Us?
slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of
Was it
cold
his
mist
dad?
escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luka's own face looked back at him.
What?
Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luka staggered back. You aren't me. Luka felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path.
Yep, that's the whole point of the game.
This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luka watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Well, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luka watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luka felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose.
Crash lands in the chat. Hey, Kion.
Luka woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? Oh dear. It's only Gran.
Luka rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about. I don't feel like talking. How you doing, Kion? That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whether you and Rolo fought about doesn't matter. But he...
Gran silenced Luka with a gentle pat on the leg.
So this game's on sale, so I decided to buy and play it, though, again today. I won't give away spoilers. I gotta run, I'll be back. Okay. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is, that's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Nah, I don't know. I need to find full-time work. Well, do you think he meant it? No. And work on my portfolio next week. He's just mad and sell things. Yeah. Do you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Accept. Now get your butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? Guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it?
Luka gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the only one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Aw. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need you to get going now. Get some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. Love you, Luka. Oh, I love you too.
Luka took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6.
Oh, we're chapter 6 now. Wait, shouldn't I go to some...
Through thick and thin. Despite Luka's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things
Like,
out
I have an
with
achievement
Rollo.
guide next to me, and it's not the same way. I was going to finish off the game, but my rogue ally decided to charge. Needed a charge.
A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding.
I think I have this on my
If one
Steam.
is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them.
No, I don't. Huh, I thought I owned it. Well, I technically do own it for my Xbox.
Luka emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air.
The achievement guide must have been a different path between all the story
But the
paths.
events
Yeah.
of the day weren't on his mind.
It says story-related, finish Rollo's quest in Chapter 5, and Chapter 5 was just mostly just all talk, no interaction.
He had to find Rollo.
Yeah, Chapter 5 was just him pouting in his room. There you are. Luka, Rollo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you need to buy it. If you're brave, if ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Oh, Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luka. My goofy little brother wants you to find
Luka
him.
looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now, I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, watch it. A space adventure, though you didn't need to buy it. You'd be brave to go somewhere quiet. Yeah, so pretty much the treehouse. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as a excavate, and it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any creature at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters is packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech and the parental harvest. I'm just gonna butcher that word each time I say it. Sign relief. You don't want to miss it. Neek, New York, New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Yeah, it's warming up for my big ceremony
Mr.
speech.
Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gonna lumber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, nervous, no. Well, break a leg. Give me the gift of something dark side. I didn't know Path Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. This town's still falling apart. The weather's still crudely. And the season's harvest looks like it's gonna be the worst than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate patterning is gonna change all that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. It's, I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. Ad break. Ain't moving.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey, Jeff. Everything all right? Heck yeah, everything's fine. I mean, you should be fine. You ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luka with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
Your ad brings in the present story, but I can't go for a subscription.
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Every single time. Yep. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockworks. What a bunch of drones. Most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope. Got a question for you? What do you think the 12 festivals for? The way I figured it, Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossiping clipboards. What if I told you this whole thing is really special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? Special guest? Who? Haven't dug deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're still a big deal. Well, corporations do anything unless they want something. I was able to return medical harvest safety suit you borrowed. Don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now will you tell me what you need it for? It was a favor for an emergency, my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's good for the family. Piper, you're actually taking a break while studying? I wanted to see all the festivals fuss about. Yada yada yada. Yada 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 dark side. And Mr. Book Reader. This is the first time I've ever seen. Nah, I'm just gonna skip a lot of this. Hey, Luka. How's Stefan doing? What? Oh, nothing.
Ariel became flesh.
Just pretending I didn't say anything. Okay. Mac. Hey, Luka. You done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Finn looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all. Luka, did you know? Beacon's Point is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what it tells you. He's taking My God, I forgot about that smack charm. I just smacked it.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Oh, indulge. I did not know that. The library. Somewhere quiet. Is this where he is? Hey, Luka.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciding the first riddle. I did not know that. I thought there was a treehouse. The first. Oh, you didn't think it was that all you, did you? Rolo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
On planet Forpel, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you need a
Kato
tissue.
stared at Luka eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you more? How you get? Oh, no, it's okay. Let me figure it out. All right, you'll find it when you. On Farble, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you will need a tissue. Hey, Chase. Still working through the new. You get him? You know it.
Luka grabbed natural photography.
Once you get a book, you can either bring it to me or just grab a different one.
Luka grabbed the modern science of atomic radiation. Luka grabbed natural photography. Luka grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4. Luka grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
No, not that.
Kato
You found
removed
it.
his book from the desk and replaced it with Luka's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5.
Haha.
Luka clicked his tongue with recognition.
Roll cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere of it. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween cash stash. Oh, Rolo. Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such
He
a
continued
griff.
flipping.
Only found in Rudd. Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Griff. In Grub? Cart? Griffin? Griffin's grub cart? He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. I guess we're off then. Good luck at the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kaido. Because he was the one that was looking at the library. Did Rolo come?
Before Luka could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, we needed that. Well, that's it. Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or
Luka
something.
shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck. It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rolo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's
Luka
just...
tugged at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Come
He shook
on.
off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
I pick up when you need some pep. Near the fountain
Luka
up the
finished
step.
off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. Where's the fountain? Oh. Pick up when you need some pep near the fountain up the step. Oh. These steps? There you are, Luka. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stuff. Diff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rolo owes me one.
He waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task that friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Hard. I feel cheated. I feel cheated somehow.
Before we start our experiments, I just wanted to tell you, I love you.
I love you too. What takes flight but has no wings? Mission control. That's one place. Oh, but a balloon. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. You got the corn dog? Yep. Well then. I know it doesn't make up for what I said. But here, you earned this.
Lo sheepishly handed Luka the balloons.
Oh. Oh, balloons. I thought it was a treehouse. Oh yeah, that makes sense. What takes flight has no wings. Your final task of friendship brings. Light. Thanks. You didn't have to go all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you apologize twice before me. Now let's do this. Luka, I'm really sorry. With everything that happened with your mom and all, I always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rolo. Still my turn. I feel like you needed some new friend to help you. It meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luka. Oh. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Threw himself at Rolo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Aww. Rolo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's where we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into Nuka Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Hey. Yeah, the rest of the world can wait 1 more day. You know? I've been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect.
Luka wrapped a twig of thyme. Some fish have refined.
Property of sharper plans on figures. If he had it his way. Mm-hmm.
Luka stuck a toy stretchy hand. Those things always get dirty.
Wonder if this is the last one we need. Did we give it to my mom? You like jewelry? Okay, so there's one more. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your grand this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rolo handed Luka an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luka, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward.
This is Mom?
But if there is, God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
Oh, I thought it was his mother. Love you too, Gran.
He folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
So heartwarming. What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whatever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go all the trouble just to apologize. I know. But we just been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruin everything with my big mouth. This is the best way to make sure you still have a good time without me.
I
Rolo.
was at a loss for words.
Luka's at a loss for
That
words.
was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
Hello there.
The festival seems nice. Was it nice? Hey, Spambot got something. Or Siribot.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant
Oh no, was that a
rumble
double?
shook the
Hello
treehouse.
there.
That was twice I heard it. Huh? What was that? Oh man, we missed the
It was not
fireworks.
fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
Huh?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason.
Hope you got your sweater.
And
He
so,
does.
our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either.
I can accept it.
There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all. And Luka began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promise Rollo I'll tell him what I meet.
Mid-sentence.
Promise you'll tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah.
Luka saw Beck skulking by the gate.
Skulking, skulking, skulking. I refuse to believe that. Gate by gate, living in mansions, reclusive owners. It even smells shady. Beck is the best in this game.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you delicate nightmare's house. You will reveal your secrets to me. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. The hazmat suit. Where's Valentine? Who's that she's talking to? Did you return that suit in working order? Of course. As long as everything's proceeded as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliance, so be it. I agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking
Beck's
about.
voice was an excited whisper.
Perhaps shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? You're clear. Hold on. You understand that when this all inevitable falls, I will deny everything. I won't expect anything less of you. You just worry about your part in this, and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look of that robe-cursed face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady, but that was just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why are you doing all of
The
this?
mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Oh, family.
A chill ran down Luka's spine. His vision blurred.
Oh my god.
Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luka looked
It
down to see
shocked
himself
me.
wrenching her hand.
I don't think I have a sound for that. The answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festivals. I don't need lessons in rousing
Gran
suspicion.
gave Eris a curt nod.
Harris.
And disappeared.
I was saying Harris. But what was in that jam?
Chapter 5. What big ears you have.
Hey, that's
Luka sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
what's wrong? ... You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in a hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. And oh no, we get the when we got that letter, that was from a different timeline. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out. Either way. But last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course we're not worried.
The board finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and connecting the T's. You tried minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
Is there anything you need knowing you know it? Absolutely. If you just sign here acknowledging everything is accurate, and we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of.
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as
The
well?
clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha 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 ha. Mr. Nuncreed, look, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a hard boop right to the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me to keep away from the clipboards. That's good, that's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luka. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark to be out wandering on your own. You still reading? The answer you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is the figure intoned. Are you prepared to live with the truth? Better not dilly-dally. Let's get to the treehouse. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Totally not foreshadowing, no sir. Yep.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
Uh-oh. It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without
Kerr
you.
gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. And since that reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, He has been indisposable of late. He doesn't. She doesn't like me much, does she? Oh no, it's not that. She's just busy. Of course. Oh, who's that guy? All of a sudden, I'm just thinking of his voice. I don't know his actor, but he goes like, regardless, I'll be forward grateful if you could pass my thanks to her on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of importance to the whole affair. I don't know how to say the name. We could very well be celebrated the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentine. My father was a great man. You dare to think he was?
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean, the entire Valentine family. Presents company included. I asked you something, Mr. Kerr. Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all this? Gosh, I've never felt one needed to comply reason to throw a party. Not just a festival. All of this. There's got to be 100 down on their luck town there. Why is Sprinicle Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the aquaculture business? Seeds. Yep. Little bunches of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You'll treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and you can grow something truly special. You see potential here. Indubitably. The seeds of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge in the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mr. Valentine. Just walks by our heroes. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is a little further from here. What's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo? He's Rollo. Not particularly helpful. But I just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. About time you tell me about this foul harvest thingy is kind of a long story. Hit me for the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. It was a kind of a big deal. Ooh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. That stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. The Valentine grew and grew, and Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharpner Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharpner Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad bunch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed Valentine's. Foul harvest. Yep. Well, Valentine's fertilizers went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and a sort of crap shoots what happens. No one knows why? Nope. The Ticket Roller's farms got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason, their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten a bit better since Pinnacle Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines reborn innovative. Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put up hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We better get going. They're new.
Luka gently bade good for skim.
It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rolo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rolo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, look, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah. While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Yeah. Can't be too safe these days. Infrastructure. Blah. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. Emergency meeting at Mission Control. So what does it want me to do? He can just leave. Wow, junk. Oh. Not like we can aim it. Never mind. Where did you guys get all of this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was the management, I'll give you that. Look, are you sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luka, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luka sucked in a long breath.
Like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters. I don't think so. It seemed more organized. The man pulled me in. I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, I got away. Keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. I don't remember that. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. Intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, the other part. On our way home, Beck and I saw Harris? Yeah, Hearst? Valentine meeting of Gran. Wearing the same hazmat suit.
Let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine? Clandestine. meet up. Yeah. Well, let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You are almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your gran in the same suit talking to Harris Valentine. Pretty much. Harris. Harris, or I don't know. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Luka shot back a look.
No offense. Until we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there is no aliens. Second, it could have been my gran at the warehouse. I broke the promise. I broke that person's mask to get away. That mask gran was wearing wasn't damaged. She definitely is hiding something. Maybe. Your gran is weird, but she might be the boring person in the universe. All she does is just sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We could talk. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months ago. Back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your gran before? Not really, no. It's been years since I've seen her. Luka, don't take this the wrong way, but we are sure your gran is on the up and up.
Luka gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like crazy stuff. It sounds like strange stuff that's been happening since she showed up. You could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luka, your gran is hiding something. And Pa always says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. No, we have graveyards, but we don't dig those up. We need to investigate your house. If my gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. Guess you're right. Gran's been living in the house. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you tomorrow when the coast is clear. If you can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good scoop. You get me in. Okay.
Chapter 6.
6.
Secret Lair.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luka walked home slowly under the pale
I
starlight,
need to get a
cautious
shirt.
to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows.
Through the mountain.
Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
What time is it? No, there's a sweater. Rolo, what on earth is that? Detective hat. That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this. It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Jokes all you want. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack the case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep. Whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game's afoot.
Luka and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
Coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that's dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunt. First hunches are for suckers. Eureka! He lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. He keeps a fire going every day, Rollo. Right. I must already be too late. Just think of the amounts of documents lost to ash. Back, Josh. I'm guessing a DoorDash run. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luka, is there anywhere where Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah. Closet upstairs. I gotta go pick up some water. Oh. I got water too. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. ... I have no idea where the keys are. If it really is important, then I suppose then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bush. Who has ever thought of fetching that water? How to get the water? It could be used to cool him. Water cooled. Prologen that's water cooled. I'm gonna take this important thing and tuck it in the bush. Someone tried to steal my bike when I was running. Oh man. Anything else? Anything else? Maybe something out of the original? But look, when I turned it this far. You scared them off, Josh? He's always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyways. I can't reach the lat.
A look of realization crept onto Luka's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted and turned toward the kitchen.
All right, Rollo. This is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed
Before he could
with...
finish, Luka scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head on to sit on. This is beneath my standings. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss. But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. Don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank this random teacup and...
pulled on one of the teacups. It slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Seems like your Gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only 2 types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do we think she is? About to find out. Okay. So more of a unhinged conspiracy vibe. Oh, wow. Yeah, this can't be good. We just need to look around before jumping to conclusions. He's looking at it and having my weapon too.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure keeps herself busy. Your gran is a serial killer. Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movement of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart. She put a little symbol by someone there. Yeah, Mr. Nutcreed has a check mark. Clipboards are inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both are question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Harris has a question mark. That's been crossed out. Well, the killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of that means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good.
Luka jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was
Nightbot
unlocked.
randomly just said hi.
He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
It was a little slow, but they say he got the spirit. It's my dad. Looks like some old medical files. Your dad was a
Luka
doctor?
nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How would you actually read some of it? He said you're back, yeah. One sec. Dense arguments such as these are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I have no idea we are in the presence of the meditated scholar in the dense documents. Nightbot is hello and cheeseburgers. By all means,
He
proceed.
stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Oh, where are we? Follow-up examinations of Terrence will be. Patient shows further signs of paleness and molasses. Body temperature continues to drop. Now he's described soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from
Rollo
Joseph.
looked up with heightened surprise.
Gee, creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait,
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
there's more scribbles in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims that tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental. Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to his report later and made those notes. Though it might be related to something else.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. The stents and whatever it is. Processes so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's conditions followed close behind. Exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luka, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luka, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What does that even mean? Enough is enough. How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Luka slammed the drawer shut.
I love it when they just swear out of the blue. Luka slams the door shut. Yeah. Do we have here? Barrels marks caution. Explosives. I say we eat Nightbot. Leave Nightbot alone. And jam jars. I see enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your grand making? I don't know if I said that word right. But Nightbot might be tasty. Leave Nightbot alone. She would have had me walk around town delivering bombs, right? Only one way to find out.
Casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jar.
Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
And the brown sugar. And ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper. Rollo offered the slimy note to Luka and licked his fingers clean.
Is addressed to Mr. Ortelli. A gram? A grand gram. Because last night I used a disguise Harris provided to scoot the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So more a bombshell than bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad guy. But I'm the bad joke guy around here.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Oh, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a path drawn on it. It's straight to the entrance of the town. And if we follow it,
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right to
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square. That's the fountain in the middle of the town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as these explosive over here. Uh-oh. So it's not hiding treasure. Real bummer. Rollo, what's this thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. You just say gulp. The festival is like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. Gotta blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. Oh. What was that?
Luka looked up from the map.
What was that? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall.
Yeah, it was a lot of information.
Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Thump. Yoo-hoo! I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Thump.
I'm just here to help. Just
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh? Guess it's
Rollo
nothing.
shifted suddenly. Luka Luka gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rolo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy
break.
figure.
Flaming chicken coop.
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Oh. Hello? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone
From
there?
the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I don't know if I had it in me. There was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rolo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that
Luka
person?
scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You just clobbered him good, Rolo. He's knocked out
As
cold.
Beck flicked back on the light, Luka and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
In stereo. Mr. Tolliver.
Chapter 7.
Oh, yeah, we're going closer.
The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luka's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They run the classic good cop. Hard cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation.
I'm assuming there's a bat out there.
Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver.
Beck and Luka gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the
The
world?
chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who? Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now, hold on. Just calm down. Oh, I'm calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're
The
sweating.
doubtful expression on Beck and Luka's faces transformed into
We can do this my way, or we'll just, let's say, I'll never need another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You tied me down. How on earth could I do? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, you're in the cahoots with Gran. Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He shook
lord.
his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you got it all wrong. Where is she? She's to the source. Source? What's the source? It's
His
where?
voice faded to a whisper.
The town began. Where it all began. Where is Operation
With
Sparkplug?
that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
No.
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rolo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began. We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tulliver any further. Is there anything else? Is there anyone else who might know more about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Now, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluffy to glorify themselves. Anything more reliable? The library? If there's any information about the source thing, how can I listen to us? Let's go get some answers. Oh, well, how convenient. He said a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. First, I just have to notice. Photo's left arm is shorter than his right arm. Just saying. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Adorable. Oh, Photo hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They get you working for free? It's quiet and they get access to all the books I can read. What more can a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? You need a favor. We told you, Rolo. Can't put any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. If you're here with more candy, I have, I can't be bought. Follow the personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? The thing we sort of don't know. What do you know of the history of our town? That's the country record archives. What's in those? First, that's newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring to reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8.
Aha, we're chapter 8.
6 feet under, 3 towns.
Hopefully we don't have to go back anymore.
The kids spent the rest of the
Because I did not get that solved the riddle.
Bold County records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luka tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and
Nope.
Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of those silent death records I can't read tonight. Rolo Carter lives. Is that Carter? No. Carter lived a full and wonderful life. Till he reads so much more boring crude that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rolo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And you won't be a boring country record that kills you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rolo muttered under his breath.
Your country record. Really? That's the best you got? Well, when I'm done with you, you'll be a footnote in history. Just like...
Slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
Say Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. You're a little tired here. Just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the obit? J. Hartford. From the Brockville Tribunal 8 years ago. Not Tribunal, Tribune. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name. Jennifer Hartford. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Miss Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. Back
Josh the
check.
Protogen wants you to fix your posture.
Okay, hold on. Ugh. Stretch as well.
Before we start our experiments, I
Oh,
just
you
wanted
loving
to
me
tell
tonight,
you,
buddy. Thank you,
I
Kyle.
love you.
My mom's name is Eleanor. Oh, this is getting creepy. If your grand is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living
The
with?
question hung in the air.
All right, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap! Paul's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents would be very sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? Toasty! Oh, you spent all that, man? Yeah, you saw that Mortal Kombat guy in the corner there. I'm gonna call it a night. Hope the rest of the night goes well. Okay, you as well, Kion. You have a great night. Kion, you have a great night as well. Think of something.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his
The frame rate
nerves
is
before
tomorrow,
entering.
but it's supposed to be super hot. Oh,
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely.
you gotta wear the shirt.
She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his binding, and left without a
Or
trace.
maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Well, I can figure this out. I see little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
Depending on how hot I may go, but I have another month or 2 before the summer is over. So I'll still have more time. I'm going before the summer is over. Okay. I'm afraid your jam delivery will be
He
delayed.
flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knew we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left was done. Go to sleep. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed, play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the
I'm gonna do
emotion
some
of the
almond
day
milk.
dragged
Cool.
heavily
I can
on
go
him.
for some almond milk.
With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
The jam.
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The tube. What is it? Well, he went to sleep. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Rest now. Let me handle everything. Uh-oh.
Chapter 9.
9? I thought it was 8 chapters.
A speech to end all speeches. Luka awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed? Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luka snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival. Took me 2 days to finish a half a gallon of almond milk. Oh. Hold on. I'm just gonna... Introducing ChatGPT -5. As now smarter, faster model. Oh. There are 9 chapters. Okay. Well, 10. Where have you been? I ran pedaling in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret message, not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nutcreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa, ho, ho. Sigh, devil. I think she was trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? I looked around, but I haven't seen anything odd. Where'd you go now? Mr. Nutcreed is just loafing around, waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up on the podium. Everyone's gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. There's
Augustus
everyone.
Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing? Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustin Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh yes, before we get started, just want to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Trapper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Even that's more than the own quarter
Gus cleared
deserves.
his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine,
He
everyone.
gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. What a great turnout. Heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would it be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium?
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Uh-oh. Immunity. convention, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change the power of things. In extraordinary, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am a dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was 4 years ago when fate brought me here, a simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
Y'all know what?
Wiped away a single tear.
For a second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was a change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, convention, commitment, pain.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. Impernal Harvest, I should have really looked up how to pronounce that word, is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only thing you made through the foul harvest was an unshakable convention. A convention that is tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the convention that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scuffs of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine how we can accomplish. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We've all planted a lot of good in this town, and so it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits.
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd,
Uh.
instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end.
You could say that, but everyone's
On
dead.
stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
Okay.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
Okay. That's an option.
No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
Could this be the route, or this?
Luka drew himself up and decided
I just want to see that. That probably doesn't do anything.
Left. Flight. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. Yeah, such jerks. Yeah, jerks. Fine. We know where that leads them. This way, we've taken the tunnel.
Luka and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luka stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard. In fact, it was ice.
What?
Chapter 5.
Amazing. We're just at chapter 9, now we're at chapter 5.
Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire.
I guess it was only 5.5 hours for that person just
With
because
each breath, a
they knew
plume
what they're
of
doing.
Steam escaped from Luka's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luka pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
That was actually pretty badass. I think we lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. Then, what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All we know is there's no going back to where we came. By the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Find a way home. What's the readout? Just above 258 Kelvin. That's a bit at the downtown last time. Did we report this to Mr. Kerr? Meh. Still within a safe range. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could have caused a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. Wait, that was his house. Luka, are you there?
Luka had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
Is that a buzzle, Kerr? Hope nothing bad has happened to you out in the woods.
Luka looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be
With a resigned
rude.
sigh, Luka responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnations did you end up in one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
Luka winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving.
A disc of smooth metal was light like two faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. What's all this? Hard to say with all the snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out the letters under there. What town could be they? There couldn't be another town this deep into Weep Woods. I'm looking at the evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what deal we have here. Step 1, snow's gotta go. Let's see what I can do. The situation as it is, I find it best to chuck stuff first and ask questions later. Welcome to Beacon Pines. Wait, what?
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
Ad break. This doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from the town. Now we're back. How did we get back here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all the snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. That's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. How did we fought at before? It was cold too. Maybe it all leads to one source. Things related? What the hell's going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving.
The fencing glistened, each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like the stuff they put up around Weeping Woods. The stuff who put up? I don't know. It's all
Looking down
frozen.
at the frozen stream, Luka could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, you know, swim run?
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luka went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but some more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This one isn't your pathetic Hank atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We are going to get ourselves. We aren't gonna save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed, and everyone we ever knew is gone. We don't know that. We can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luka peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luka a sense of compassion and more than a little guilt.
It's pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyways.
Luka allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Just a bit
The boys
rest
huddled
of
together
me.
for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
Was this it? The snow that covered everything over. Kind of calming. Yeah. I hadn't had time to say this, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. It sort of froze up back there. Yeah, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Now that's bullhickey. First of all, you don't know what that gunk would do. You didn't right. Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. Well, that is exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse ass. Horse's ass. You're supposed to be the horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I have a hard time following. You want me to fight you? Of course. Jeez, you goody goods. You goody goody? It take forever to understand the very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into
Iggy
fights?
shrugged.
It's something I do. It's something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? I feel empty. You won't understand. You and Rolly are always having a blast together. Rolo, sorry. Like the chocolate bar. Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control. Fight, fight, fight.
He now wept openly.
Perfect little Luka Van Horn. With his perfect little life. My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, the new girl hasn't even unpacked yet, and even she likes you. You have Tish.
Wiped his nose with his sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. But she isn't exactly the world's greatest conventionalist, you know?
Luka gave a warm chuckle.
I get the impression.
His throat as he wiped his eyes.
Huh, it must be raining out here. Definitely.
Arched into a wide yawn.
You should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Well, we'll get to the bottom of all
Luka's
this.
eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Now, don't sleep outside. Luka? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Bad. I'll give you a full tour when we get back. You know what? Huh?
That's all Luka could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to the worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad. They're gonna freeze to death outside.
Luka was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luka spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luka turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories. All warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Luka snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive.
Oh.
The day he chose to abandon us. Luka turned to look
Like
at
to
his
his dad?
father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us.
You went out to get some milk.
The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luka was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luka's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luka heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luka gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luka's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice.
Oh, man.
Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luka flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luka, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luka descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luka eye to eye. Nothing, Buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luka placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere? Walt gently removed the device from Luka's ears. Listen to me, Luka. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luka hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Oh, the penguin guy
The
kid.
figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands
Whether
off.
it was the calming
Oh, no.
presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
This is what do you think you're
Luka
doing?
looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. You were asleep minding your own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. No, anybody? Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me,
When it
you...
came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarfy neck, furball. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's just all calm down. Who are you? A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker of the infinity band of possibilities. Great. How about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait. Do you live here? You might say that. Do you know where here are? You might also say that. Look, pal. We just want to find a safe way out of here. You gotta help us or not. Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. Alright, that does it. Look, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna get out of here one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well. I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luka and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
I'm here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Open. Okay, open them.
Moments, Luka and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place. Cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, now, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weeping Woods? Or we teleported to some alternate universe? Or this is all some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons? But this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less... Faithfulness? Faithful? Just give it to us straight. That'll be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original, true Beacon Pines. Wait. There are other... Pines. Beacon Pines, plural. You both grew up here. But the town you called your home the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, pull off such a great feat would require immense labor power. That could be moved. Wait, that which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to details. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can learn that too. This miraculous thing we call a brain is a vision to discontinually. My God, what's of all these words? Abbreviation even. The brain is a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. Luka and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. You're saying that someone made an entire town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one you could do is uncovered.
He narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
The source. Would you say the source like that? Why indeed?
began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they
He
could.
looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this is really a home,
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out,
Iggy,
Before we start our experiments, I just wanted to tell you, I love you.
I love you too. What experiments are we gonna do? You gotta find something else for you guys to spend on.
Chapter 6.
Like my voice changed. I gotta figure that out.
Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luka and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luka sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rolo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest.
Perennial.
But right now, there was one thing.
Even my
that
closed
Luka
caption
needed
got
to
it
know.
right. Perennial harvest.
Luka stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luka's lips.
You're here. All this time. I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, alone in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me that slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luka's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole the tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
We gotta hide. $259K. Or Calvin. Follow distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we're doing here? We see the whole town of people. Oh, doesn't it feel like it's something? What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone's family. People who love them, we never knew the truth. The truth is
He bent down to
overrated.
scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey, don't be such a downer, dude. We took the job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. Why was he walking like that? Haha, weirdo. Here's a thought. I was a jerk. Those disguises, those dinguses are out here literally dancing on
Luka
graves.
stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. But here's some
Iggy gave Luka a
advice.
solid smack on the back of his head.
Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover. Who are you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, 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 blah. Luka Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerks come at you, acting like a horse's ass, I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Here in his merry little band of clipboards pushed off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Not mention something about a
Luka
source.
rubbed his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever the source must be, awfully valuable to... Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot how to say it. Perennial harvest. It would be a shame that something awful were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? But you have in mind. If it's small enough to steal, we'll snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we'll smash it. And what if it's too big to
Iggy
smash?
flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
Well, I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Let's do this. Locate the source. It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luka. Probably the best for you to put... Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help is on the way. Where's Rollo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to you?
Luka shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Ah, shucks. Now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What's that? Long story. So a few years ago back, I came into the possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. Wimpy. The good stuff. Well, why did you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rollo were doing chores at Rollo's chicken coop. You guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luka rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you
Iggy
didn't.
stifled a chuckle.
I love this kind of dynamic between these two. Like, they're not really friends or friends. They're just like, they're becoming now like frenemies. Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, those are some primo fireworks. So I might underestimate things. You just blew up a chicken coop. I prefer to think of it as an incidental redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the looks of your faces. Rollo got grounded for months. Which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried them under that tree. When I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found them and tossed them.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out, it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. You think this is a game? Newsflash, boys. You're not a hero. You're not a little brat. You're a little brat who is in way over his head. Hero who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always particular to a Hank comic myself. That's so. Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast-off, loser. We're good. Just like this whole sticky place.
Luka and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Whoa! I can see why they wanted to move us all out of the town now. Why would they dig a giant hole? Think this is it. Source. This is the source? It's a dang hole. How do we smash a hole? Oh, how much more than that, my annoying little friend? Urgh. Where's Rollo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two, I mean. That's cold. You just had to drag all the way out here, didn't
Mr.
you?
Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a dozy of a question. This is the source where they collected the unrefined.
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you're paid to know? Ain't you in charge? Oh, heavens no. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications, I guess. You are a smart
His
boy.
face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles in the way. Seems like you're destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is that we played our part of life. Mine just happened to be in a lead, in a role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras, ready for your curtain call. You aren't giving up without a fight. Your smell's not gonna be so winning after you're done with you. Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even for professionals such as myself embarrassing for you. Let's change of that mood a bit.
Snapped his fingers.
Scene change. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luka with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop. Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you. Regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I throw these in your precious hole? Nothing. Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exponential liar. That's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool. Fought off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You can all head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here.
Mr. Kerr sighed
Another ad.
into the frigid air.
Just now. It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like
With a
this?
nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Oh. Whoa.
Growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luka. Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luka dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped.
Oh boy.
His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
Now, you reckless child, what have you done? Luka, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. What channel do I use? It doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just hold us up and snag us both. The only way to get us out of this is if Kurt's out of the picture. Just let us go and save yourself. If he lets us go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look in your face almost makes it worth it. Mr. Kerr, you had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Long life? I have you know I can still play 25. I should have heard me sing the part of Ulysses
With
Young.
a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Rum dum da dum 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 rum dum da dum dum. Wow, can you believe this guy?
Luka's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Her, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you have to save me too. Luka, look at me. It's okay.
Felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't gonna kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luka's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah, I'm just no good bully. Like you, Kerr. Iggy,
Luka felt
no.
his hand slipping.
I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in pack.
A calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luka, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Luka had no choice but to... Oh boy. Accept or refuse? Friendship is magic.
Luka had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket.
Guess we can always revisit this
A
point.
wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luka with his eyes one last time, but Luka pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luka. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end. I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Accept.
Luka had no choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luka watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good. They both fell to their deaths.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Hell of a goodbye, Iggy. Luka, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend sacrificed to save this town. For a little while anyways. How? Tempest. Is that really a word? Tempest. Like key mind? Tempest a key mind? Is a particular substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. But doing so requires an unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can be used from its surrounding. A useful side product of this property being adding the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. The gunk made this cold, and the fireworks made the whole freeze over. That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shuddered to think what would happen in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
I would take them a good while to safely break, go, and access the source again. And if you all know all this stuff, why hasn't you been... Sorry. If you know all of this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my ways. Each of us had a role to play. Iggy's role, turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my
A
role?
fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luka Van Horn? You're going to save the world. Ah?
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luka followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
What?
Revenge served cold.
Is this a...
Second time's a charm?
Huh?
Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy.
Yeah, Iggy was awesome.
No way. I refuse to be a... Let's go back and find something more definitive.
No, that's pretty much it for that timeline. But we have, you know what? No, we're not. We're gonna do a bit more. Chill cop.
They'd run the classic
I still got a bit more
good
time.
cop, chill cop interrogation.
I'll handle this. I'll just play it cool.
Luka walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Gosh, I sure got my bell
He
rung.
looked over to find Luka, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luka, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? Strip? No, strapped down? Yeah. No one's fault, really. Rolla just got a little startled. Rolla's here?
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, all right. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Harma a good scare. Just let me get out of these ropes and call it
Luka
even.
glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. With what? What's my grand up to? If you just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luka, have I done wrong by you? No. And since your grand moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just, all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board of people from town, the archive of my dad's old photos, sister's patent notes.
Luka gestured to the corner.
Barrels are explosives. I explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an
Luka looked
explanation.
again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luka began to slowly loosen the bindings. Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This all makes sense
He
in
edged
time.
imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
You see, this town has secrets, Luka. A very dark past
Before the
indeed.
kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought
He
to
punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
light. Son of a...
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
Just locked us down here?
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there and let the adults handle
They
this.
looked bewildered at each other.
Play cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luka opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
Yep. Well, and I guess this will be the end because there's always tomorrow that we try to finish a story because we know there's only one other answer left. And very likely we can finish it tomorrow. I'm very hoping tomorrow. So, here's my game thing. Okay, so with that being said, yeah, the story's getting great, but we'll have to wait for tomorrow. I'm just stretching. For the conclusion. Yep. Take care, Josh. Thank you very much for padding, lurking as well. And okay, I gotta remember how I usually say this again because I'm beginning brain fart. Um, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, wherever you are in the world, have a great afternoon, great evening, and great morning. Oh wow, I've really forgotten it. Take care, all. I'll see you tomorrow. I was up lurking 80% of the time. Yeah, I noticed. Gosh, I gotta have a little cue cards to remember how I usually end off my streams. So again, take care, all. We'll see you tomorrow at 4 to finish off Beacon Pines Part 3. Good night, everybody.